We'll see. Are you allowed to get older, kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
She agrees. Okay. We'll jump over.
I'm Paul.
Okay.
I also share the ownership of Anya, the fourth grader, Leopard's Eye, Cassie. I'm the popcorn coordinator, and this year I am JJ, soon to be former known as JJ.
Okay. You can always be JJ's friend.
I might.
Yep.
I might.
You
come
could be
back next
JJ's
year
handler.
From like, yeah,
He always needs a handler, as you've learned.
yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, good afternoon, evening. My name's Carl Paps. I'm the charter organization rep and the committee chair for PAC 179. And I am, well, Mary Blair was here for your kindergarten night and was invited to come, but unfortunately she had a family issue that's preventing her from appearing. And since we said to be here, you get me.
All right.
My goal for being here tonight is, since it's been a while since we've talked about PTO, talked about Cub Scouts, the Scout Scouting program in general, and see what we can do to build some better relationships with our scouting in school.
All right.
So I thought we'd do more work directly.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being here. Kayla?
I'm Kayla. I have a kindergarten and second grader from Maddie, and they actually love the school, and we're all teachers.
And you had a position.
Well, I was supposed to help with something. You did. I was picking my husband into a hot house, and I got all the stuff ready for him to do it, and transport it and stuff. So I did recruit him to get the hot dog, so summer fun day. That went well.
It did.
We're going to make you the voluntold, the head voluntold community.
Rachel?
I'm Rachel. I have a third grader and incoming kindergartner, and I help out wherever I can.
All right. And Weston?
Weston have a fourth grader and talk about fourth.
Just the San Juan region.
Miss Donaldson? And Thomas?
Income kindergartner and a popcorn freak. And I'll take over our secretary. So. My name is Lawrence. I'm a third grader. I'm going to third grade.
And I'm the incoming resident.
And they will be.
Yeah.
Carolyn?
I have two third graders this year, and this year it was state testing snap 28.
She has the longest title of any committee member.
Yep.
Can't say it very well.
Yeah.
Fourth grader to fifth grader here, and I will this year's vice president.
All right. Welcome to all of you at home, live streaming this incredible event. So much better than Best Medicine, but if you haven't seen that show yet, you really should. Let's go through the approval of the May 2026 meeting minutes.
All
right. Call to order and welcome. We did that well. And then we did the approval of April's minutes. The principal's report. School updates and how things were going with testing and teacher appreciation all that week and all sorts of good stuff. Budget and staffing reductions, I think we'll talk a little bit more about that tonight. We did the treasurer's report, where we discovered we have a lot of money. And we spent a little bit of money and we still have a lot of money.
Yep.
We talked about state testing snaps and the artist and resident payments, and it was awesome. We talked about third grade field trips and silent auction. This is what was reported during the April minutes and how PTO spent its money.
Yep. Started at 35,000, ended at 32,000 for the month.
We also set a deadline of staff reimbursement, so any staff members out there watching, we do request that all receipts are submitted for your reimbursement by the 5th, which I do believe is Friday.
Yep.
All right. We look forward to paying you.
Yes, there are still 2 teachers on my list that have not submitted anything.
Don't.
Okay. I want to give them money.
We like to give money. We talked about family game night and silent auction and bottle drop, which all happened in April. We talked about the volunteer challenges we're currently taking, and getting people to participate. So hopefully that goes really well next year. Let's see.
Bottle drop, silent auction.
Lessons learned from silent auction, which we won't have to readdress. We'll have to readjust until January next year. Maybe some. May business, we had a staff lunch, which was Hawaiian themed. We had a great theme for that. Our teachers are sensational. And it was a tropical theme. And we also did some talking of what we're going to do in the future for Philip Bridge, stuff like that.
And we say the teacher just gets so excited for the PTO day. We don't think they can.
And I know that this year we've been kind of hit or miss. So maybe something that the board should kind of address is having a say day, and which teacher appreciation has to do that.
I like that. I can help more if it's in the middle of the month.
Well, or just if it's a second, so everybody kind of knows what needs to happen. Okay. All right. Kinder welcome night was a fabulous affair. Planet sale, another fabulous affair. We're going to talk about that tonight. We talked about Zeffy and Square. We talked about how there's going to be Kona ice and coffee. And we talked about Papa's fundraiser.
There we go.
And we talked about the Scholastic Book Fair, which was picked up yesterday. And what an incredible event that is. Fair improvements.
Yeah, things we could spend our scholastic dollars on.
We've got a lot of scholastic dollars.
Yeah.
And then Ready Set Summer, which happened on Saturday. That is all telling people what to do.
Yes.
All right. June business. We're going to talk about concerts and field day and all sorts of stuff. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from April of 2026? Amy motions. Do I get a second?
I'll second.
So American. Very good. If everybody agrees, all in favor, say aye.
Aye. Unanimous.
Sam agrees too. All opposed. All right. Motion passes and minutes are approved. April 2026 is officially in the books. Or May. May is in. April is in the books as well. But May is definitely. All right. Let's move on to June.
So we did that. So now it's Mr. Hackle's turn.
Well, I will start off by talking about newsletter. I'm not going to tell you to send it out, but I know I talked about EE being on, but we do have a reduction in total student population, and so we will have to have one less teacher here. That is going to be Ms. Leppert, the way that's, this district sets that up is it's, the newest to, Springfield Public Schools is the way to do the phone process. She doesn't lose a job, she has some choices, in places, and they will figure out where she's going. We're super sad to see her go, I know she talked to her class today about it, and so, I want to make sure we get everything going on. It officially got announced, actually on Monday, when she got picked. She's been a great, teacher here, a great support. Other staff is disappointed to see her move on, but, we'd love to get back somehow to do it. So, that is kind of staffing, we also, because there's a lot of times we behind on all the staffing stuff, classified staffing won't be set until, I believe they said, the end of June. I'll have that final. I'm not anticipating a big impact here, which is nice. But, we'll know right now.
So are we anticipating then Ms. Lefferts being gone, one of the fifth grade teachers moving to fourth grade?
So we can talk about that, so I'm still debating on what's gonna be best for students and putting people in positions that they're gonna be involved. So that's what we think it's, what's gonna be most important to students. So, yeah. There's a couple options out there. I'm gonna talk about if we want students in fourth grade, and kind of go about that. We're gonna start that process and just
Okay. Any
Any
other
other questions?
What else you got, Dawn? You got anything?
I'll tell you what, I have been enjoying looking at the, ECCM, data for our students, because students are doing a great job, and they're improving, it's getting better. And when I talked to my first year here, every year we've been getting more and more readers, which is a great thing. So, I'm super excited for that. And we're still finishing up the math diagnostics. So, I'm anticipating even better.
Okay.
As far as kids go, kids know the rules, do a good job following them. We've got good people around that, you know, you guys boosters and those things that are super supportive of the kids. We have some assembly on Friday, with physically for drawing for the minute to minute. Kids staff, so we'll see how that goes.
Explain that.
Minute to minute?
Yeah.
Well, you have 1 minute to accomplish a task. I'm not sure of all the tasks. Because I don't have to look at that, I didn't think about it, but it's, they used to be, one of them was, I think they have this, where you put an empty, tissue box, whatever it is, and it's filled with ping pong balls, you gotta shake them out.
Oh.
That's what we call junk in the trunk.
Oh, wow. There you go.
If I was getting, they had, and they showed all the kids a video of what they look like, and so we'll draw names and see which kids did participate in a different event. So it's supposed to be fun.
There will be video, right?
I watched the will, some video.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, I didn't even talk about, skill day leader, and I was gonna say, Ms. Bush has done a phenomenal job. With communicating with the staff about what's going on, asking feedback. So, she has gone above and beyond to make sure it's gonna run smoothly, which I'm super excited. Any questions for me? Yeah.
I don't know if somebody can talk about level, I know that just state testing, we are working to here on it.
Well, if they Oregon, I can see some really rejoice right now. The state of Oregon basically keeps that information valid until October. And then they share that out. What I'm looking at right now is, and not, well, I feel like it's, the almost every fish as of last year. But, when I looked at it, we had outperformed what we did last year, and we were not quite as state on some things, but outperforming some of the pretty good. That's good. But again, that's just one area that's something. Doesn't count at all. But I will say it's just talking to the teachers. Did a good job with the team. Right. Strategies we talked about. So that's thank you.
This is the first year. Okay, that's nice. So it's not something that you can get feedback on, like, later. It's not like black hole or.
You will get, they will send out a one-page something that tells you how you're performed in comparison to the state of Oregon, Springfield School District, and whether they one through four. Three is your passing, two just below 20. At least a year and a half, I think is the example. So we do that. Teach those that really drive instruction to do many things that are more relevant than that. And it's good to say, and it's a way for the state and federal government to see how different states are doing. Because the big complaint was they're not comparing apples to apples, so the state systems are very similar throughout the U.S.
And did that change recently, or has it been like for a while?
No, that's in the last 5 years.
Okay.
Maybe 6. But they used to have different assessments in different states.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, oh, we're at 75%, we're at 35%, so we're better than it was a common assessment. So we're trying to say, are they really not? That's why they went to the common standards and unifying as a little bit more exact.
So how much credence should somebody put into like the overall US standard? So it says that New York's ranked number 1 and, you know, whatever state is ranked 50. What kind of credence should parents put into those types of things?
I would look at the state assessment and say, my student is great.
Okay.
And if not, I would go that, what do we need to do to help get them there? Why are they not where they should be? And to be honest, sometimes some of the questions they have, don't have that background.
Okay.
Certainly. A good example is one of the questions, not only state subject, but we talked about that. On ECM, we talked about adding so much of whatever you're putting in wrong. You had no idea what wrong was, you read their opinion. So, I mean, sometimes that background knowledge, that you use them, and they have no idea.
Okay.
So.
SATs used to be like that.
What's that?
SATs used to be like that.
I
I have no idea what kind of
not to
like
type
type when I'm done.
Well, one thing I will say about the state test is I think test taking is a skill. You get better at it the more you do it. And eventually you're going to have to pass that by your sophomore year. And so taking it, we don't share the results with your kids, but it's the way to eliminate answers and how to identify what makes sense, the way they explain it, because it is a little bit different. So I think it's good for our kids to make it. Just get to practice. The only thing that I reckon not is one where it comes out frustration.
And parents
can't opt out, right?
Parents can answer, parents should.
Okay.
Any other questions?
You're right.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I do have to say, I'm super excited for next year.
Okay. We're jumping into me?
We're jumping into you, Cassie.
Okay. So up next is our treasurer's report. I'll be talking a little bit longer than normal today just because we're going to go over next year's budget. But first we'll go over what we did this month. So I wrote a lot of checks. And I mean a lot of checks. A lot of checks. Classroom reimbursements, plant sale, game night, babysitting, kinder welcome night, classroom reimbursements, the book fair cash box was in there. 5th grade t-shirts we paid for the rest of field day right there. I bought popsicles for popsicles on the playground so that we have them. And then we have the field day popsicles. We were at Weimar the same day, Jody.
Were we really? By the way, Otter Pops are on sale at Weimar. It's two for $12, 8 per box. There you go.
Yeah. So we each bought the same amount. I just added envelopes on top of mine.
Okay.
And Mr. Hackler still has $1,800. Yep. So our working balance, since we carry the principal's fund, our working balance is $30,594.94. We also still have 2 CDs, short-term CDs at the bank that are $10,000 each. So total we have $50,000 in PTO funds. So, any questions on the May report?
What is the to be disputed next door?
It was not. It was for silent auction. So I placed next door ads for the silent auction, and which were $90. Next door then did it again in May.
Yeah.
So I disputed that, and we will have the funds back shortly. Just so you know, though, we do have an account next door for events like that are for the public. So plant sale, silent auction. But we have to be very careful because they really like the reoccurring charges.
Yeah. Because it was almost exactly a month later. So it looked like a monthly subscription.
It was a monthly subscription. Check that out.
Okay.
But there is no phone number to ever get hold of next door, just in case you were wondering.
Yeah. No customer service.
There is no customer service at next door.
So you might
have to go next door.
Yeah.
So that's why that one's to be disputed. We discovered that yesterday. So I was like, hey, Jody.
It will actually, it was disputed today. It should be back in our account in 10 business.
Yep. But yeah.
About the CDs, or about which those were just automatic over.
Yep. We haven't set up to auto rollover. I can go and check and see what our percentage will change. Interest, thank you, words. If our interest changes or not. Because it was a promotional higher interest rate for those first 6 months that I remember. But yeah. Well, we'll all be at the bank this month or next month anyway. I'm looking at you, Thomas, too. So we can ask our lovely banker Tommy when we're there. If I'm not there, I'll get before then. Okay, so that is this month's spending. And then our tentative budget. It's very similar to last year. I'm carrying over 45 because that's roughly what we're looking at. And
What we have 30 in the bank, and you carry over 45.
I know I'm questioning why I did that.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, 30 in the bank. Yeah. So it should be.
So we're carrying over 30.
Yes.
Okay.
I will change that.
Thank you.
I don't know. Yeah. I was tired. By
That's
that
That's
point.
alright. You were Cassie was texting me until way past my bedtime last night to get everything finalized.
That's why you're telling me. I'll check on that tomorrow. I'm like, oh shoot, what time is it?
I know. I'm like, I will do that tomorrow.
So fundraisers, I kept them the same as this last year. Plant sale did much better this year than in previous years. But I still put it right here just in case, because I know we have, was it one of the nurseries isn't going to be able to help us?
I used to be normal. I don't know if I would even.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know that we can bank on like,
Okay.
I don't know, but you were like great,
Okay.
yeah.
So like
So
this is the meeting where I could change that number. Like if we think it would be more reasonable to lower it.
Yeah, I think, you know, we need to talk about, that's what it is. I would.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that. Okay. Okay. Silent auction. We have good plans for this upcoming year, so I left that there. One book, one school, or one school, one book. Yes, we put down $1,000 donation. That's what we kind of our goal was. This year we did way better. The year before that, we did way worse. So, we had one year where we got nothing. So we had one year we got something. 1 year we got nothing, and then 1 year we got all of it.
So in the first year we did it, we got 1,600.
IP gave us 1,000. My company gave us 300, and I think St. Catherine's.
Yeah.
Last year we didn't, and I think I know why we didn't get donations. But we didn't get those. This year was off the charts.
Yeah, because Charles Schwab gave us 3,500, which was the whole program.
Yeah.
So yeah, I left that as $1,000 because it just varies so much from year to year. I was like, if we can get $1,000 of that budget, that would be great. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. We can still do that program.
It's
really a matter of starting early, and making sure that you have your request for grants in before somebody's fiscal year ends.
Yes.
Which actually means you need to start asking for those grants in the summer.
Like right
Because a lot of people's fiscal year will end in October or it will end in January.
Yeah. Yeah. And then if we do add another fundraiser, I don't expect it, but I left a line there just in case. Readathon, we left the same. Restaurants, we just kind of passive as our Papa's Pizza, Mom Pizza if we schedule it. Jogathon, I left us there because that's a solid goal to get to. Bottle drop, again, we've been hitting that consistently almost every year. Spiritware is a wash when we do spiritware. So it's like $1,000 in, $1,000 out. It's, yeah. So that's what I'm expecting or hoping for our fundraising income next year is $26,000 total. That's probably lower than what we'll get, but it could be higher than what we get. It's just unpredictable. We can predict a little bit, but not fully. Staff appreciation, I did not change it. It's $150 a month with a $500 miscellaneous budget, and that's those monthly staff functions or little treats or coffee bars, that kind of stuff. Retirement gifts for PTO board, teachers, volunteer appreciation food when we have extra little events. I think that one we did like a Roaring Rapids pizza in the summertime before school started.
Yeah, we did.
That would be that line item. Popcorn I kept the same because Paul has been very frugal and very good with measuring out how much popcorn's needed for each of our events. So I left that budget the same because it was sufficient for what we needed. Grade level enrichment, I left that because that would be our field trips. That's each grade. But I do propose we up the certified staff reimbursements to $200. It was $150. Every set of receipts I've gotten have almost all of them are well over $200, and the teachers are just getting reimbursed up to the $150. And seeing that we have the budget, I propose that we up that for them. Is there anybody with any thoughts? Yay or nay?
Go through all of it.
Oh, go through all of it. Yes. Okay. Educational support grant, we put at $4,000. Testing snacks, we kept at $900. One book, one school. Yes, the grant is $5,000.
You mean this from last year?
Yes, from last year. Last year was 3,000, this year, or this upcoming year will be 4,000.
But we
But we
didn't
didn't go through the entire educational support grant.
We did not. So I'm hoping, I'm trying to, if the pool is there, I'm hoping teachers will want to apply for it, because we want to help the classrooms. We have, I left this here, so yeah, t-shirts, playground equipment, one book, one school, all of those stayed the same. This one, I removed staff lockers because you have lockers now. But I haven't heard any special staff requests. Like last year, there was a request for the sound system, for a refrigerator, for rugs. But I haven't heard any special requests this year.
You guys are so good.
That's a good answer. But if there is anything that you know of, we would love to hear about it. Because then the line item, because if I have to add a line item in the middle of the year, we have to have the whole board come together for this to then vote it in. Yeah.
You have to have a general meeting for a line item change.
Yep.
Or to add.
Which would then delay any help we then give, because I have to add the line item. But yeah. So yeah, we can leave that there. So there's that classroom support expenses. So now, does anyone have any thoughts on that certified staff reimbursement increase? Yeah. Because a lot of them have seen $300, $400 worth of receipts and they're getting $150 back.
Yep.
So far it has been, because even when they turn in receipts, they're coming in under. Kindergarten is the only one that goes, so we're digital. But yeah, every field trip that's turned in receipts has been under. That's why I did change that one. Based on what I've been given, it still is working for their field trips. Okay, event expenses. Book fair, again, this is a wash. This is how much we spent on Centennial celebration last year.
I would increase that one, because destination events is not getting along cheaper.
Okay, what do we propose we change Centennial celebration to? For,
I would at least go 16. You might go under, but destination events is getting more.
Okay. These ones have been fine. Bingo we've been under, but I think for bingo we'll need to order bingo cards again. But that's still,
There are no cards.
there's no cards left.
There's very few. Very few. You're gonna have to.
Okay. That's another thing to think about too. Oh, I thought I upped
You
that.
can probably do it 16 for the party.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Google Sheets is weird. I want to do a shortcut and it doesn't like that shortcut. Okay. Small and tall dance. I had talked about upping it, I just forgot to type it in here. Family. Yeah, we did up small and tall just because we were at exactly budget and there was receipts that Jody did not turn in. So I know we went over budget. The DJ was paid for and part of the budget.
So we actually downsized our DJ this year. We usually have Drake, and he cost us $500. We got the guy who got, and he was $500. And then we, so if we wanted Drake back, and he is incredible.
Yeah.
That's gonna be almost $700. On
the
the photo booth, so this year we actually did a photo booth, which was pretty cool. And that was $500 as well.
Yeah. So that was that $1,000 budget, just those two items.
So increasing it is probably your best because you still have your crafts to do. And then any food related things that you might want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things that went wrong at the last minute there. But the budget
You're telling me, if it weren't for Miss Faith and Miss Madison,
who
who almost single-handedly rescued that event.
Yeah. Because every morning I wake up and go, what? Because something crazy happened.
Our food vendor,
their
their house burned down 2 days before the event.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So Miss Faith's mom
went and
bought taco pieces,
would
would not let us reimburse
I tried.
to feed everybody at that table.
Yeah. So all the Costco pizzas were donated by her.
So next
So
time,
next time you see Miss Faith,
that was
pretty incredible.
Yes. So upping that budget for that reason is, it's just an expensive one, but it's also a really fun event that parents and kids love. Yeah. And keeping, like I said, I'm keeping most of these very similar to where they were. Swim day went up because I expect it to go up again. In 2025 it was 535, 2026 it was 555, so I'm just assuming it's going to go up to 575.
Chlorine costs money.
Yeah. Field day we have $500. Friends and family lunch, it's there. Again, that's like one of those if we added extra kind of thing in there. Fifth grade end of year expenses. That felt high until I started getting receipts this year, and I still haven't gotten all the receipts, and I'm already at budget. I don't know what the buzzing is.
It's the air conditioning.
Oh, that's a terrifying buzzing.
I know.
It does. That's why I stopped.
There you go. Let's see, fifth grade, they're taking everybody to 5.
Yeah.
And that's almost $1,000 in and of itself.
And I haven't seen that receipt yet, and their t-shirts they just bought were $900.
And what was the total budget?
$1,000.
So I think we can fix the t-shirt issue next year.
Yes, because they used a company I've not seen before.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and I know you have a money bigger this time.
That would make sense.
Was it, how much was it last year? 1,000?
Yeah.
So if you got an extra $500, that's still a lot.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll have the, I can help with t-shirts for next year.
Okay.
And I'll check into one of the files, see if that's a lot more.
Yeah.
To try to find out exactly, I know that also the board t-shirts for the part first. And let pizza.
Okay.
And we don't have any fifth grade parents here, so I don't know if any of the kids,
In the
in the
past,
some of the kids actually checked back in,
Yeah.
So I
so
don't
I don't
know
know
if
if
that
that happened.
I will check into that, and I don't think the answer, I don't know if last year was the first year we didn't ask for that.
Okay.
So,
Well,
I might just, I'll cover that with my extra stuff.
Okay.
I do it that way,
Okay.
and then try to bring in next year.
Okay.
To be a little closer to that.
Because I can up their budget if.
Well, but also, you're gonna have 23 less kids.
That's a good point. Yeah. That's probably why the t-shirts were as high as they were. There are two reasons.
well,
I think usually we can get t-shirts
from
from Eugene Silkscreen for about $6 a piece.
And they did $10 a shirt.
So I think we can offset that cost.
Oh, yeah, no, that would be easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think there's ways to offset.
Okay. Well, I'll cover it for this year, and then we'll fine tune it for next year.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
Okay. So I'll get them up to budget and then it'll roll over. Okay. We left our line items for community engagement, Little Free Library, school beautification. We didn't do school beautification this year, but I want to leave it there because that would be, I know Maddie's been talking about a mural of some sort. It's $250. Yeah.
And I mean, and it's a project though.
So if
So if anybody wants to take on that project, like this, the school district already owns the stencils for sensory stuff.
Yeah.
We just
We
need
just
the
need the volunteers and the paint
and
and
permission
permission
Yes.
to
to
kind of
kind of make that happen.
So, but
So,
that's
but that's what the budget's for.
So I think if I'm looking at that a little more beginning of the year,
Yeah.
some upgrades, even with like service projects, that could be a good way to.
I think that'd be fun.
Does that like for you, if they like, we don't spend it, like this year, now like 500, or?
no.
No, it was this year's, and then I'm just making a new budget with, because if I roll them over, we'd be gaining money that doesn't exist.
Right.
Right, I mean, it's already been allocated and budgeted.
Yeah, we just didn't use that line.
It
It just didn't get used.
It's
It rolls back.
It's part of
part of
They
that.
had the quilt for peace, and the stuff up here. I could talk about some application stuff, I think it's something we have to get it going at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So it's like a class project, and then when you can support them services.
I think that'd be great. There's a lot of parents that have asked, is there a project like that coming for the kids that the kids can do or that the fifth graders will do? And I haven't heard an answer. It is. Need more than the 250.
They are very expensive. I would agree with that, but, I mean, we could always go on that, it's like, you get some what?
It's gonna
It's
be.
gonna
And so I would try to do as soon as possible.
And,
But a nice start to see these.
that's
another summer project,
Yeah.
is
to sit down and look at the things that the district has, available that we can get for free to implement, something like that.
and
And
then
then to actually
put it
put it
in.
into practice.
Remember the art, classes that you do? The Lanex Council has a lot of mural options. People who were muralists, like, do it in the district, so that should be, the students are buying it.
Which is actually still in the budget, correct, Cassie?
Yep.
So
We
So
love
we kept the artist in residence.
So
if you wanna,
You come to the beginning of it.
Yep, we kept it at the 4,600 as well.
So,
so,
You're talking about coaching, just working with the kids.
Yeah, no, some of the arts residents are used to working with, older projects.
Ah.
Little people in body for a little, it's all sit back.
Maybe.
So, I mean, I think it's some of those, one day expectations and also kind of, here's what the kindergarten uses for their getting quiet. Here's what you expected. These three are gonna have a really hard time. The teacher will work with them, just keep going. So wait until it's not doing well. Wait time is the best option sometimes for kids.
that sounds
something
amazing.
like that.
You know, thanks to the school communication, we were looking at the, I was confused about how much it was worth it.
This is just the plan for the following year. It's we're making up buckets.
I would love to be, I don't know what it would entail, but yeah, absolutely. We should have factory traces,
Especially since we have a lot of ideas floating around. And we'll up it, so that way we can try and really make that happen this next year. Exactly. That's also why it's better to go higher on this, because we're making a bucket. That's how it helps, there's a bunch of buckets. We have miscellaneous community events and for discretionary fund. We didn't touch either of those this last year, but I left them there because we've needed to in the past. That's like when we have something spill over. The board discretionary fund has helped there, or if we've had some random capital expense that shows up and we're like, oh crap, we need this. That's what that's for.
I was raised trunk or treat.
Oh, trunk or treat, I skipped
I
over
would-
that.
yeah,
Because we didn't buy the candy last year, we had a $500 grant from Winco. So we were way under budget, for trunk or treat.
Which
Which
is
is also something,
boards
boards you're gonna wanna put on your agenda,
is
is to apply for those grants that are in the drive in, August
and
and
September.
September, otherwise you won't get them
In time.
in time.
So if I upped trunk or treat to $1,000, do you think that would cover candy for the event?
Depends on
Depends on the donations you get,
It's gonna
it's
be
gonna be
close.
close.
It feels crazy to have $1,000 in candy, but chocolate is
I
expensive.
feel like some of that was also like, if I'm remembering like over the years, it's like fun, decorations, different things, and now I'm like, it exists.
Yes, we have all those decorations, and I'm a big fan of using what we have.
The decorations there overall actually, were fairly inexpensive.
The
The majority of that money does go for candy.
Yeah.
Candy is really expensive.
And
we're providing candy, so you've got two ways of doing it.
You can
You can either have the trust provide their own candy, and then you can reduce the budget. Or
you can
you can continue to provide all the candy, hoping for more donations, and keep the budget, or increase the budget.
Well, we were under because we had a money bumped up to 500.
Mm-hmm.
So is 750 going to cover it if we don't do it?
No.
Because we also had donations coming in. People donated to the Candy Monster.
So
How much was spent?
From this last year, I think it was under $200 for what we actually spent. But yeah, we spent way under.
It's gonna be close.
Yeah.
You would almost double. If we were, if not, if not 25 million dollars, that's, then that's close. We could talk about it.
What do we think at 850?
I think
Before you were involved,
Mentally, I anticipate that we probably wouldn't get the grant or responsibility for it ahead of time, and I think candy is really expensive right now, but I don't think we need more than $800.
So I
I
bought
bought the candy
for
for
trunk or
trunk or
treat.
treat.
It
It came in
well
well
over
over the 500
plus.
plus.
It was
It was like, it was 750 was for what I bought, so there was 250 of that, plus the 500.
Yeah.
Is there ever an food language option? That's a fun one, right? Yeah, I did think about it.
High five.
I was $3 wrong. I mean, the apple
Good feedback for.
Shop at Timu's awesome.
That's true.
You can get everything really cheap.
I mean, we have the money, just put it there.
Since there is no budget not guaranteeing money on that, you wanna do that because that's you more realistic at, okay, we went after it because everyone's written now.
Mm-hmm. It's always better to plan for the money you have.
Yeah.
And we're more trumps if you provide a candy.
That's true.
More fun for the kids, and that's what's got us.
And
And the last thing you wanna do is start trunk or treat and run out of candy.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Switch them.
Right.
Switch to high five, everybody gets high five.
Okay.
Okay.
That's our event expenses, fundraiser expenses. The biggest one is Spiritware, but that's a wash. For Papa's Pizza, Mod Pizza, the expenses there are just printing. If we do like minimums, like if I can get in on minimums, hopefully we'll see, then that would be another one of those printing expenses.
The grant has to be written by July for requirements.
That's why I'm like, it has to be
It's got
soon.
to.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's why we didn't get it this last year, because
Correct. We did
I
not.
was
meet
not
the deadline.
thinking about it. Readathon, because this last year we used so much of the stuff we already had, I left the budget at $750, because I didn't even get close to spending it, but we used a lot of the stock I already had, so I need to buy stuff for Readathon for prizes. So that would be prizes, the envelopes, any printing that we do, that kind of stuff. Jogathon, same boat. The prizes are a little bit different there. A lot of our prizes are donated, but the little, like, the lanyards or any personal stickers we do, that's what those budgets are. And yeah, I did not do a lot of shopping this year. I shelved the closet of stuff we had. There's a lot of stuff, I just wanted to use what we had. But now, we've used a lot of it, so I'll need to buy stuff. So that's why I left those two there. Bottle drop, this is to cover flyers.
Can we go back to Jogathon?
Yes, Jogathon.
What's the base price for Jogathon? I mean,
I know you don't know, but if you're gonna do, I know if you're gonna do water bottles, it's gonna be more than $5.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I like, for the last couple of years.
We've been using what's
like
there. Exactly, that's a good point.
if you
Were to do water bottles again.
we're gonna need more.
Because I was thinking of either the water bottles or little flyers or something, like the frisbee thingies. Because we did the cinch bags, but
We're at cinch bags.
Aren't we?
we still have some strings. But we probably should. Yeah. And that's why Jogathon felt a little rushed this last year because there was, yeah.
It would
It would
be
be my recommendation, Joyce, that those water bottles are too expensive.
especially
If parents want the ones that are dishwasher safe.
Oh, yeah, darn.
And those are more expensive than the ones that aren't dishwashers.
That's fair. Okay. And
And they want me to pay for.
Oh, chemicals. Okay. Anybody have any other thoughts on the Jogathon budget? Yeah, me and Carly stayed pretty frugal this last year. I think most of our budget went to the cowbells and little medals that we gave, and then stickers. And we now have the cowbell. Oh, some of them did.
We're gonna need our cowbell.
Yeah.
I will feed them.
Yeah. Plant sale expenses, that was one I was recently thinking about. Does that need to be raised? But again, we're gonna talk plant sale.
I just sent you a receipt.
Oh.
We do have, I mean, I think that's good for
Okay.
probably.
Before you go in September,
you're probably gonna need to increase it with the hanging basket.
Yeah, because the hanging baskets alone were 400, and then all of the flyers and things, dirt was already out of budget. So this year, just my head math is at $800. So,
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about the baskets this week.
I didn't think about that either.
I was like, that was like a last minute.
It's possible to make it up in the sale, but it's still an expense to have.
Yeah, we make money back. So it's like a wash like our spirit wear or book fair. Okay. Left the 250, and then operational expenses. None of these changed. Well, actually, the food for PTO meetings changed in childcare. I was proposing we, instead of $30 per meeting, I was proposing $40 for our babysitter. And then food for PTO meetings, $150 rather than the $100. Like sometimes we come under that today. This was $90 tops. But if we do say Cafe Young, that's $135 right there with no frills.
Or Olive Garden.
Or Olive Garden, that's like right with budget, so. Yeah, so I propose to raise that so we have more meal options, otherwise we're gonna have a lot of pizzas and sandwiches.
Why is childcare kind of plural with business plan?
That's
That's a good question.
That was carryover, but we did have 11.
We have 10 meetings a year.
We did have one extra this last year where we had him come and babysit for us.
So
we did.
Yes,
We had
One extra. It was that special one that missed
Well,
water.
there's that. Usually, first or second meeting of the year is the PTO.
Yeah.
Looking at your calendar for next year.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry.
Because that first week of school, your first meeting is on the 15th. Your carnival is supposed to take place that Friday before, in order to keep daylight.
Yeah.
Right?
So there's some things there logistically.
But
Usually,
usually,
you have two babysitter fees because they're here the hour before and the hour after.
Yeah, that's why it's.
I don't know, I saw it.
Well, that's a
Well,
good
that's a good
question,
but
but
yeah,
that
that
was,
was.
it's carryover from previous years.
and we're
And planning on no fraud activity, just so everybody knows.
I'm gonna delete that. I don't even do that. There we go. Okay, so based on all of that, if we spent everything we budgeted for, we'd be spending $4,500 with an end of year balance of $12,000.
That's a
That's a lot of money.
That is.
Hold on.
That's
Let me look.
What, can you look at the formula there?
Oh, just a second.
There's something in the formula that's not right.
Let's see. That one, and then.
So that's 45 inexpensive, but how much are we bringing in?
Bringing in 28.
So 28 subtract 45 is what, or 48 subtract 28 is what are we actually looking at?
Oh, come on. Because that's at 45. Why do I have three things?
Oh. Because spreadsheets are complicated.
45, 28. Oh, I changed my first number. Yeah, because it was 22 before. Because it is taking into account 30,000 instead of 45.
You know, if you ever get tired of first grade, you can teach math.
But that's a good catch. Because that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
And yeah. 109, 108. Yeah, because it's the carryover from previous plus what we're expecting total income, which is 60,000, and 60,000 minus the 45.
Okay.
So that does math.
Okay.
Yeah.
So of course, with a tentative budget, we rewrote the bylaws in September due to confusion on this issue. So we have to vote in the tentative budget in order to keep business flowing through the summer. The end of our fiscal year is July 1st, so that's when everything changes over. So most of our expenses for Spirit Week, or for the kids, what do we call it? Black Friday t-shirts. Black Friday t-shirts, Carnival, Jogathon, popsicles, those expenses all happen during the summer before the first meeting and the vote of the budget.
Yep. Because they have to, otherwise we would be hitting deadlines and unable to do a lot of those events to the standard that we've set. Or at all, in some cases. Like Carnival can't happen.
Carnival can't happen because we can't pay our vendors.
Yeah.
So, is everybody okay with this being the tentative working budget, knowing that the things that will be spent on are carnival, spirit wear t-shirts for the students, popsicles,
and jogathon.
Is there a line item for, because it does cost us money for the t-shirts, it's not.
Yes. Where did I put that? J-Day t-shirts right there.
JD t-shirts are, okay. And that should be enough. So all of those things have to be bought before the first meeting that week. So all in favor of voting in that with the caveat that this is keep us going until that first meeting in September? All in favor, say aye. Anybody opposed? All right. Motion carries. Congratulations, Cassie, you got a budget.
Yay! And a budget I feel comfortable with because I wanted your guys' feedback. It's a big one, so thank you for your patience.
All right.
Now we can get back to our meeting minutes.
Now we can go back to our agenda. Kinder Welcome Night was a great success. I hear Cassie and Thomas.
Yes. And Jordan was there as well.
And Jordan too.
Thomas also took over that. Thomas was the best salesman of the PTO. He was.
All right.
I have trouble with that initial contact out of nowhere. So I'm standing there behind the board going, hopefully I can talk to you. But then he's just right in like a salesman.
All right. So we've got our guilt tripping person. We've got somebody who can volunteer people to go and look at excellent for next year. Plant sale wrap up. So Carly and Diane.
It was great. It was weird. It felt really slow during the sale. I mean, and then when we looked at the numbers, it was surprising. Yeah, because there was still a lot of plans left. Yeah. But yeah, so it didn't feel like it was a big amount, but it actually was. I guess kind of spread out. I don't want to take a lot of time talking about this year, but next year we're going to have some conversation in support and just visiting networks with farmers over the year or little wings. Really do plans for us next year. Their business is growing. They're not going to have my own space for them. I get thank you. It's really fun to do a list of over the kids to do. I'm sure Daffy Seeds would get us things again. I don't know about the right stuff again. The stuff at the school didn't do as awesome as we're like gardening is weird and I was gonna be right in as much. Anyway, it was okay. It wasn't as robust as it was in the past. And it's just like, I feel it's just like a lot. Running things around, but fingers out. I was feeling really bummed out, and I think that we just wanted to be unless there's like other people really excited. One parent was a kinder that might be, who said her family has a farm, she might be very excited to take it on, and there might be some new life energy into it again. But if not, I would at least like to still do like a sequel with it. Because that is like really evil and it's really loving. And that someone is the Springfield Schools farm. And I was like, maybe we could like, some CCs, and you could find it there, and because we were doing my lunch, or I don't know, something, or something that we found at the school, or there's a lot of different ideas as well, to like, at least still have like a plan. That's not for sure. So, but we'll talk about that.
It was the highest amount that I've ever seen come from plant sale.
I was shocked. It did not feel like
3,375.
And then, well, I think some of that was the.
Yes.
Mostly like properly. I mean, it was like, I spent like, plastic, 6 packs.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was donating, And we had some materials left in from last year, yeah. So, but a good run, we'll see what happens. Either way, it's like, I think it's kids is so much fun. They love it so much. And it's like, seriously, it brings students every year. This is the biggest thing. It's just really, if you have an opportunity to volunteer at Health and Speak with kids, it's so fun. It's really beautiful. No, we should just start them all pretty long. Like they just love it so much. So that's very cool. I personally would really love to see the plant sale continue if we can. But we are definitely going to need more volunteers helping out, and we're definitely going to need a new provider of plants and some restructuring. So can I tell you something? So me, Graham, and Gina were like on the committee for that. And we're the only ones that were here all the way. Yeah. So unless there's people like I'm excited about this, I'm gonna do this. It's like
And that's the same problem I had with the game night. It was just me and Paul and Ginger, and that was really stressful, honestly.
the end we were like, oh, plants. But I mean, she helped with a lot of stuff. I mean, actually, a bunch of my stuff like staff, it was probably more for the staff, but it was just like, there's still. So now people kind of talk about that's like my biggest fear for many years that we want these new bodies that we have now, and we all work very hard to consistently look at how we're spreading ourselves across. It is, we don't want like, we can have fresh air and human breath, whatever, but also it's like we're the ones who are coming to the table that can make it.
Yes.
And that's an excellent point, because the organization as a whole with the number of events, I calculated my own personal volunteer hours, and it's probably close to 50 to 60 hours a month. Between the events and stuff like that, and I've got severe burnout. So you're gonna have to spread the wealth, distribute the load, and then you are going to have to find and make new friends to bring them along with you. I can say after being a board member for 5 years, there was at one time that this actually seemed pretty easy because of the way the weight of the organization was distributed.
Yes.
You've got to find that balance again. If you're going to continue to have the organization in its current form with an event every month and a fundraiser every month and something else every month with teacher appreciation. And so you have at least 3 to 4 events that PTO does every month in its current form. You can definitely scale that back down. I mean, you can definitely scale that back down, but you do have to really be aware that the organization as a whole and what it looks like is fairly large. You're running a small business. You are making $50,000 a year sometimes. So it's not chump change. It's not like your traditional grassroots organization. You're getting to a point where it's fairly cumbersome, and you definitely need people to help you carry it. Okay? All right. That's my soapbox. I'm getting off. All right. Papa's Pizza fundraiser for May 13th was $377. That is the lowest we've ever done. Enrollment's down, but we usually do about 1,000. So that's significantly down. Part of it, we've talked about it. It might be the time of year. Lots of baseball, lots of soccer, lots of stuff going on. But the way Papa's is organized is you have an event in November, and then you have to have another event 6 months later. So you're kind of stuck in there. If there's a way to tie it in with something else, that would be awesome. You know, maybe if we could move it ahead, we could do a plant sale preview or a silent auction preview on the same day as the funds.
That would be cool.
There's some things that can be done there. But it's still $377, and it's almost no effort to do a policy. It's a phone call, picking up some flyers, and picking up the check.
Right, Paul?
Right, Paul?
Yep, easy peasy.
Paul is the official Papa's check picker.
Yeah, when I told him there's gonna be a check, he's like, got it.
It's really fun.
They do.
They do. It's a great chance to play with friends that you don't normally see outside of school.
Yeah.
Scholastic Book Fair was awesome,
Phenomenal.
as always. So the PTO actually has this Scholastic account, which actually runs counterintuitive to the way it is usually done. Usually the school holds this Scholastic account. Our PTO does it. We take on 2 book fairs a year, one in November and then this one in May. Currently, we have about $6,000 in the Scholastic account. I'm actually going to say it's probably closer to 7, but we haven't finished the tills for this. So not included in our budget is that $7,000.
Yeah.
Which can be used for furniture,
Can be
can
used
be used
for
for
rugs,
rugs,
and
and of course it can be used for books.
the
The Scholastic catalog is pretty vast.
So,
Price type tips for kids that you can use for child development.
I
I don't,
we could
we
probably
could probably do dollar books if we wanted to do that and spend Scholastic
dollars
dollars
for
for
that.
that.
That would be cool.
That's
That,
yeah.
that might actually work.
But
But for the most part, Maddie is doing such a great job. We had discussions as a board
2
or 3 years ago about putting book fair back to the school. But Miss Phillips left. So maybe now that Maddie is up for again, it might be time to reopen that discussion. Because it's literally we're just managing it for them. We don't spend any of that money. But it did do $4,600 in sales. Half of that money will return to us. So there you go. We also received, I received a call from Scholastic about a week ago, and they've offered us a 3rd book fair.
Yes.
Third book fair, and it's going to be a buy one, get one. 50% off.
That's
That's such an excellent opportunity for readers. So this one,
I just want to step back for a moment about lightening the load.
I know. But this, this is if Maddie's all on board with it, and I did talk to Maddie.
I think Maddie will.
She was actually excited. That one could actually take place
in
in March
to coincide
with Across America and Big Fall. So here's where I can tell you we have no problems finding volunteers. We have no problem finding volunteers for book fair.
And
once your rec actually does most of the work. We have no problems with finding volunteers for book fair, and we have no problem finding volunteers for field day.
Those are the two
events I really do not have an issue.
Right
now, I looked at the site of Genius for
field
day, and I think there's maybe 4 or 5 spots for K through 2nd, and there's only 2 spots left for 3rd and 5th grade. We are definitely looking for people to set up. We don't have any there, do we, Tobias? Okay, well there you go.
So besides that, we
When is field day again?
It's on the 11th, and Cassie, can you scroll up?
It's the 10th.
10th, sorry.
Cassie,
Cassie, can you scroll up?
I mean,
Up the other way. Yeah, sorry.
The 10th.
Right here
Scroll
is the QR code to sign up for field day. So if you wanna get out your phone and click that, it will take you right to the sign up genius.
Yes,
Yes, you're signed up.
Well,
You're signed up for cleanup, Sam.
Just you though.
Just you.
Just here.
You and Mr. Billy. Okay. So now let's go back to get ready, set, summer. We think we did 100, well, our volunteers did about 200 couples. We think we ended with 160 being devoured, consumed. Yes, there's the word I was looking for. Thank you. But we did have 220 ice creams going in. Go there. Speaking of which, at the end of the meeting, we have ice cream sandwiches in a freezer and then one that we have to give them.
Yes.
Do we want to hear that?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
4, 3, or 4. I was
Yeah.
sitting there like, I'm about ready to say something. That doesn't mean I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Probably about. I think we're thinking there was about 125 in attendance.
Is that
Is that about right?
Tobias?
Pardon me?
About
About 125 in attendance.
Ready
We're ready to set summer.
I mean, that's great. Yeah.
That's cool. A lot of people didn't eat because it was a little later. It was supposed to be. So a lot of people didn't I know a good chunk of them didn't eat. So
I don't think anyone was.
the hot dogs.
So do you think it might be one of those things where next year you just do ice cream?
Or do
Or do you continue to do it? That's something to think about.
As someone that was here for like 3 hours on it, I was pretty glad that you.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
I don't do that. I think the way that, maybe it was a little more things to do, but I think that they were definitely more advertising than the Costco one was.
The boiled ones. That's what we're thinking. Grilled, broth is better than boiled.
Yeah, because you have to get back to the rock, and you kind of like, there's a steam, so it's boiled. So, yeah, no, they're really going.
Close.
Yeah.
We just had 2 grills going up to the place out there. It was super quick. It only took like an hour.
Well, that's not bad.
And I bet they had a good time, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
They were out in their little aprons.
Yeah, you're pretty normal.
I was speaking out of these kids.
Okay. So up next in June, we have the concert coming up tomorrow. I do believe the sign up genius is pretty well filled for this because we have, once again, we have Peter and Chris helping us out. I do believe, and we have Thomas. And then we have Sean and Megan as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For setups.
Yeah, there's like one spot.
Oh, look, Diane, there's a spot for you.
Are we sorry? Are we going to sell it because this is first and second grade?
It's first and second grade. Concert starts at 7? 6.
This is for first grade, and then the second grade is at 5:40.
Yeah. Well, I would show up a little bit before 5:45 if you've got to set up the stage.
Yeah.
All the chairs are pretty fast to set up, but the stage takes a little bit of maneuvering.
Yeah.
It's usually a 2-person job stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The way we did that for the morning was third graders. So like Rachel and I up the stage basically,
And then we take it down.
All of these were second grade, so that's why I was questioning what they need to do.
You just need to be tearing it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Putting that.
Thomas.
first grade,
Thomas, you've got a friend, right?
You know what else?
Yeah.
Do you need somebody else to help you set up a stage?
I'm always willing to take Centennial.
Okay.
Yes.
I think 5:30 is the quickest I'll be able to get over here just from work, so
Okay.
that's kind of what I'm aiming for. And I have a loose idea of how the stage works, so.
It's pretty easy. Once you
figure out one corner.
they'll be the same.
I can stop by on my way to the director's game.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it'll be that if you can't, like, there's no reason to go out of your way.
Right.
I'm sure that direct parent is.
Yeah.
She's an expert.
No,
Just don't expect to take that grant.
Yeah.
Mr. Billy is really awesome. Mr. Billy is just incredible about setting up chairs and getting everything ready to go and making sure we have garbage cans and everything we ever need for any event. I need to write Mr. Billy a thank you. He's probably one of the assets that we have as PTO. We don't give enough credit.
Agreed.
Discretionary fund.
We need a Billy discretionary fund. Can we put a Billy in there? Because Billy is awesome.
He really does.
Yeah.
The chocolate. Oh, like the chocolate muffins?
And just so you know, Billy is going to be helping us with field day this year. He is going to be our custodian. So when you are here on field day, make sure you tell Mr. Billy how much we appreciate. He's phenomenal. All right. I think it can be too. It's pretty awesome. Okay, I think that's actually it. Questions and answers. Oh, wait a minute, volunteer opportunities.
And popsicles on the plate.
And popsicles on the plate.
Which we did announce the 23rd. No, 24th.
Yeah, are we locked out? We're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
First I'm like, oh yeah, this is the best.
And then it got confirmed that we would fine.
The traffic's gonna be one way, they send a bunch of stuff out, when it's supposed to start. And it's supposed to be one way.
I already said it, I was a big deer.
Yep.
I really want to say
Perfect. 24th. I know it says 23rd up there, but then it says
Yeah.
24th down here. So
It is the 24th. Yeah.
I have the calendar. out there.
And then it's every other Wednesday from now on out.
So then it'll be the 8th, 22nd, 5th, and 19th.
You could do one on the second. Well, it depends on when the teacher is, but you could do one on the second because school doesn't start till then. But that's up to you.
I was just about somebody's number about.
Because if we're doing it every other week, it'd be up to you.
That's why you have Mr. Billy's information. Is you just call Mr. Billy. Mr. Billy comes and lets you into room 1. You fill up the cooler. Make sure you have scissors.
Yes.
Right?
Scissors in the go bag.
We've
You gotta have scissors.
It's
It's the most important thing as popsicles on the playground.
Yes.
Is cutting open the otter pops. And then you just whittle it on out.
Mr.
Mr. Billy will take care of you.
Yes.
Yes, so you get, popsicles usually start about 6.
Yep.
So get here about 5:45.
I'm looking at the notes they sent me, and they just talked about construction expected to begin on June 15th. You guys see this emails they sent out? So how about if I send, I'll forward this one to PTO email, and then you can forward out all your friends and family.
Okay.
think it's a flyer, but I don't know if it's the same thing.
All right.
Yeah, this is, yeah. The city of Springfield, done in public works, but
You get all the big
mobile access, paying, yeah, temporary landlord. My understanding is they'll, at times, on for use to have a one lane, and not flaggers, but they should be through traffic.
Then there's no reason to move it.
You don't have to set the stage. As long as she doesn't need it.
Oh,
Oh.
And it's gonna be completed September 4th.
So all
Always finish.
Thank you for that, Ginger, that's very much. Yeah. Carnival, there are several committees that need to happen during the summer. Carnival committee needs to meet, usually they start meeting about the last week of June. The things that have to be discussed in that last week of June is who you are going to reach out to as far as food vendors, finalizing what you're gonna get from just destination events, and getting it scheduled and locked in as far as dates. And volunteer recruitment. So this is what I can say. Our carnival probably has the best staff attendance and helper outers of everything we do all year. It's probably because we're all excited to be back to school before we're not so excited to be back to school. But we always have lots and lots of staff members participate in that. And then, so that helps out a bunch. The biggest part is the logistics. So it's the people to make the phone calls to the food vendor and lock it in. So, Cassie, will you pull up the calendar? I looked at this today because I had to look at Sam's summer camp schedule and I was like, so it should be September the 11th. Which would give you all 4 days after school starts and before your first PTO meeting.
Oh, goodness.
If you do it later, you gotta start, and Tylene taught me this a long time ago. One event. It's not like I know this organically. Tylene taught me how to plan an event in the most spectacular way you can possibly ever imagine. But you need to start looking at your weather forecasts. You have got to start looking at when the sun is going to set. Because you have to determine if you're gonna have to go to Star Rentals and get lights for the playground, so you're not trying to clean it up in the dark. So if you cleaned up last year, Darren, you were with me out there in the dark, making sure we got all those little pieces of paper off of everything. You gotta be very careful, and that's why we always moved it to that first Friday, or that second Friday of the month.
Yeah.
That's pushing it. That's pushing it. But that's typically when it happens. That's a tradition. Spiritware has to form, and you need to lock in prices with Terry Lee in mid-July. We usually typically use Eugene Silk Screen. They give us the best prices. You can usually get the t-shirts for about $6. And that includes the adult sizes. So it's the kids and the adult sizes for staff. We can usually get those for about $6 from Terry Lee. Gotta figure out the color. Gotta figure out if you're gonna redesign the logo, you're gonna keep the logo. Are you gonna use the sporty JJ? Are you gonna stay with the traditional JJ? There's just so many options. So it's a whole lot of fun on that. And then we didn't do it this year because we didn't have bandwidth. But traditionally we also in September start the sales for Spiritwear for families. And a lot of parents were really upset because they didn't get that whole teal color this year because we didn't have the bandwidth to get Spiritwear out to the general populace. So that needs to be part of that committee. And then Jogathon has to meet in August because Jogathon happens the first week in October.
Yep. Yeah, and a lot of times we hold a lot of these community meetings as popsicles on the playground.
Traditionally, between you and Michelle, yes, we had them all at
We would
popsicle
show up a little early and walk the playground.
We would walk the
plan
playground
things
and stuff like that. So we had board meetings at every single popsicle on the playground all throughout the summer.
Yep.
Those were good popsicles on the playground. That was a lot of
They
fun.
were a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Yeah.
So the signs for these for people who are interested in this.
We can
Somebody is going to need to create this, yes. And then my recommendation would be, yeah.
Should I start a piece of
I will be gone for a while in July, first 2 weeks.
Yay. I'm going to renovate my house because I haven't been home in 3 years. I can start passing this around. What I would recommend is create the sign images, put it into Canva, create your whatever, create the QR code for the Canva and get it on Facebook as soon as possible.
Just out of curiosity, anyone excited about being on the permit committee? Either as a chair or otherwise?
Well, I'm helping regardless, but I won't be in charge. That's your job to decide.
So here's the thing. The person who is the committee chair of Carnival should never be a board member.
Yeah.
Ever. Because the board member is there to assist, but in order for a board member to keep their sanity,
That's a good way to put it.
somebody else from the general meeting usually steps up to lead.
That is what I get.
Yeah.
What?
Whoever you give for your chairman is more than welcome to my notes. And how to contact vendors. That's okay. I'm actually, I'm going to be taking on a different board position for another organization. Starting in the fall.
Cool. Okay.
I am, as I'm becoming president of this board, I am getting off of another board that I'm currently on. Balance.
Yep. When I took on this position, I was removed from president of a different one, so almost exactly that same summer. The transition happened the same month.
All right. Which leaves us with one less thing, and that's questions and answers.
Go ahead. Oh, we have our special guest.
Oh, yes. Do you have anything, Carl, for us?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I know I turned invisible sometimes.
Yeah.
Where he was sitting.
So, I guess my first question to you all would be, who here is familiar with the scouting program? So, scouting is a very broad subject. Currently it runs from kindergarten to your 21st birthday. Cub Scouts, which is what we're doing, is kindergarten to 5th grade, and it's broken out into rank levels based on what grade they're in. So that as the children, as the Cubs advance in age, the program that we work with them on becomes more involved, more complicated. There's more for them to do, more responsibility, and as they the family move up in the ranks, the parents slowly take steps back. So we get the 5th grade, which is the rank we call Airline Light now. Used to be Webelos 2,
And at that point, we're preparing them for joining Scout America, which is 6th grade till their 18th birthday. And then the more advanced program is called Venturing, and that runs from their 14th birthday until their 21st. So, and our unit, 179, has a very active Cub pack that we're running, and an extremely active and pretty amazing scouting master troop that we work with. The entire scouting program now and for the past number of years is fully co-ed. We have boys and girls in all of our programs, and oddly enough, our group right now has more girls than boys. They're feeling what they get put out right now. So my goal tonight is to say hi, and hopefully get some involvement from the families here at Centennial to engage with the scouting program. The scouting program, the aims and methods involve working with the youth to develop them as better citizens, to teach them a good solid moral code, ethical values. We base all of that off of our scout law. And if you want, I can repeat them for you, but that stuff's available online. And I've been doing this for about a little over 45 years. And honestly, I have to say that I see no downsides to scouting, because I've seen the development of youth from their early ages, and I've seen what it does with the young adults once they've graduated high school and moved on to careers and then come back, and just the amazing progression for some of you. Listening to your meeting tonight, it's pretty clear you have issues with volunteers and getting people in doing the things that you're doing. Honestly, you're not alone. Everybody has that problem. I have that problem. Scouting always has that problem. Getting your parents engaged and involved in the program that you're doing. The fact that there's so many people here tonight, I think, is very impressive, because it shows commitment and it shows engagement. And the fact that you care about the youth of the school and want to see them succeed and have a good future and a great program, especially with that's what I would like to try and do is build a better relationship with you guys. This last year, I kind of dropped the ball on engaging with you guys. I have to apologize for that. It's just taking on way too many things. And some stuff just has to fall off as Jody probably has to. You got a gazillion blocks you're going around, and the windstorm comes up, you're gonna lose a few of them, and you just can't. You need help. That's why everybody gets a little job significantly easier. One person gets all of the jobs, things don't get done. That all being said, part of what I would like to offer, if we have the ability to, is to help the PTO in making the school more successful. I can't necessarily promise any specific engagement, but I would like to try and again build that relationship so that you have some additional adult support from outside the school. We do have a couple of parents who have kids at Centennial, but pretty much we're spread out all over the place. And we are trying to develop relationships with a couple of the other elementary schools in the area as well. Because one school is, well, in a perfect world, we should be able to set up a Cub path at every single elementary school and have, because you got enough kids, right? Problem is getting that communication out there, the education, what scouting is used for. Until we get to that point, we'll draw from wherever we can get them from, and again, come back and hopefully help you out. We're hoping to meet your carnival fall. Had a couple of my leaders here at your kindergarten welcome night. Something that I didn't even know happened, otherwise you started doing it earlier. Hoping to be here during your teacher greeting night to be visible and show that scouting is alive and well.
When I was a kid, scouting was a big thing. Everybody knew what you were talking about. When people would see scouts in uniform on the street and go, "Oh, cool." Today you don't see this uniform in public very often. So we're trying to change that vision. COVID was bad for us. It destroyed our program. We lost so many units from the 2 years that we weren't able to get together in person and actually have a good solid program. So like with everything else, we're looking to rebuild. So what I've got in my hand, basically this is a flyer that we're working on for our fall program. And we have a meet and greet night that at the end of September, which will be promoting at your back to school nights and meet teacher nights and such. I'm hoping that we can get something. I don't know if you can post this in the office or on the bulletin board. We've added secure QR codes to it as we're discovering that they're a good way to get in touch with people instead of trying to give them a piece of paper. Because I give you a piece of paper and you go, well, yeah, whatever.
Can you guys post one out on the?
We can, somebody just needs to go run it in there and put it up on the thing. And I'm sorry to interrupt you here, Carl, but did I just hear you're going to be at our carnival with the racetrack?
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay, I just wanted, whoever is the chair of the carnival committee, Boy Scouts are gonna be here with racetrack.
So you have probably heard of the thing called Time Reserve. That is a racing thing that we do in spring every year. Involves little wooden cards that the kids design, and we don't let them play with power tools, so we get to play with power tools. They paint them, make them pretty. That's kind of hard to do in public events like this, but the council does have a Lego Time Reserve track where you actually build the cars out of Legos, put them on the track, race them. We were here 2 years ago with that.
2 years ago, it was awesome.
And the kids just had an absolute. So I'm hoping to get that now that I have a date for your carnival. I can get my name down and reserve it for the event. We also have, just as an example, what we're doing this summer. So my younger child was a physics teacher over at Springfield High School. I coerced them into putting together a STEM program for me. Everybody familiar with STEM? Science, technology, engineering. They were actually very excited about that opportunity. We started the program last night. And so we are going to be doing a full-on, we're going to teach the kids science this summer and have some fun with it. We also have hikes on Mount Pisgah, we're going fishing, we've got a family camp. So we have a full summer involved with the youth this year. And that's just an example of what we're doing over the summer. Once the fall starts, we have a full program to work on their advancement, teach them citizenship, teach them about faith and family. We're going to be teaching them about the outdoors. I mean, it's a fairly long list. And again, you can check all of the scouting out and touch scouts and see what they're doing. So again, I'm hoping that we can build a relationship with you guys who are scouting. We can help build with that kid that then comes back to school and share that experience. And again, hoping that we can come in and help you with some of your endeavors and take a little bit of that weight off here and there because we got people here. So, but like I said, as with you, trying to get my parents to sometimes step up and say, yeah, I'd be happy to do that. You just want to get out there and deal with it, get them motivated and engaged. But we do the best we can, and we do have parents that are involved. No, I don't have kids in scouting anymore, but like I said, this is a program that I've been engaged with for a very long time and have a lot of faith in that it's a new opportunity to be with parents. So if you have any questions about anything, I'm happy to answer. The flyer does have our contact information on it with our email address. If you would like to put our PAC's email on your PTO distribution list, I appreciate it so that we can
keep better in touch and see exactly what's going on with you guys. And, there are 3 of us out of the gate that have access to that, so that if you were to just send stuff to me directly, I don't miss it. But with multiple eyes on the same email address, it gives the opportunity to communicate with better and people trusting what's going on with the school and the youth and, the program specifically as well.
I was kind of a great time. Fun.
And honestly, where else in the world can somebody my age go out and act like an 8-year-old? Yeah, whatever. So, thank you for the opportunity to share with you this evening. And again, our email address is on the flyer. You can click the QR code. Feel free to reach out to myself or Tim, who's our Cubmaster, or Mary, who's our membership chair. Any questions? If you think that's a stupid question, I don't ask it now. We want to alleviate any confusion or really discuss our program and our overall youth and community. So, thank you.
Thanks, Pastor.